All right, hello, my soprano players, soprano recorders. This is your video for just soprano recorders. So if you're an alto or tenor recorder player, this video is not for you. Please search on Google Classroom or class tag for your specific videos. This is for soprano. Okay. All right, soprano. So I hope you've been taking care of your instrument. I hope you've been practicing. I put these videos together to make sure that you're getting the best possible practice out of your day, because I do not want y'all to fall to the wayside. I'm real serious about who I chose for this class, for this bands. I want to make sure that you're practicing at least every day if possible. 15 minutes a day is not much. I asked for 15 minutes. My teacher asked for an hour, but I'm only asking for 15 to 20 minutes a day to just practice on your techniques. I promise you, I hear so much improvement in all of your playing. But if you take some of these techniques to heart, you will hear a whole improvement in your playing, because I can already hear it from this point. Okay, and also I know some of y'all will be. We will continue this as much as we can. Unfortunately, we've been faced with this times where we're at school. We can't be at school, but I want to make sure that you're getting all the best lessons possible at home. Okay, so before we get started with any lesson book or anything, we have to get started with our warm-ups. And the reason for our warm-ups is just to warm up your instrument, because sometimes your warm-up sits in your case, cold, most definitely cold. But once you put some warm air into it, warm air is very pleasing to the sound, and it especially the sound we make on our soprano recorders. So the first thing you want to do is warm up on your notes. So if I call out notes, you already know what I mean. So a B or 1. So go ahead and practice your 1 or a B. Make sure you have a good tone. If you have a good tone, go ahead and move to your next note, which will be A or 2. Then lastly, go ahead and move to your next note, 3. So you always want to check your fingering, right? And also check that you have the correct sound. We can't move any further unless you have the correct fingering and the correct sound. Now let's go to the 3 low notes, your 2 low notes for right now. And that is 5. Or E, as in Edward. All right, good sound. Okay, let's move on. Now make sure that you have your fingers tight. Make sure your fingers are in a curled position, and make sure that they are pressed down on your finger pads. If not, then you're not going to get the correct sound. Okay, let's move on to 6. Which is 3 fingers at the top, 3 fingers at the bottom, or D as in David. So you got a good position with D. Good. Now let's move on. Now you want to go ahead and practice on those notes. Usually I give you a rhythm to practice on. You can come up with your own rhythm, or you can just play along with me. Let me go ahead and get the metronome started. Now the metronome, as you know, is a device that helps you to keep time. It's also good in your playing. As you see, you want to make sure that you're upright in your chair. I hope you're in the chair and not sitting on your sofa, leaning back. But I want you to make sure you're upright in a chair. Okay, a good hard chair is good for practicing. Okay, so we're gonna start off 1. We're just gonna do straight notes on the beat. 1, 2, ready, number 1. 2. 3. 5. 6. 9. Now you notice on the last note, I did hold it out. So I went all the way from the top, from 1, B, 2, A, 3, G, down to the 5 position, which is E, and back to 6, which is D. And I held the notes out. Now for your lower notes, you notice that you don't have to blow as hard, right? So make sure you have a good, correct tone when you do those notes. Don't cheat yourself. Get those tones correct. I want you to utilize this time to make sure you get your tones correct, okay? All right. I'll do that one more time. As you notice, I played each position, each note 8 times each, and then I held the last one. So again, 1, B, 2, A, 3, G, 5, E, and lastly 6, D. I'm gonna do it again. 1, 2. Ready, steady, here we go. Good. That concludes the practice technique. So this is your practice warm-up technique. All right. Now we're going to move on to the actual technique in the book.